All right, we're at M&D Supply in Beaumont talking to Frank McHaney, and hey, it is spring. Spring is in the
Finally.
air. Yeah, it's
well,
a little
is it? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, it's almost there.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to warm up. That way we can complain about how hot it is outside here in Southeast Texas.
Dang, wish it was spring or winter again. Yeah, it's crazy.
So today I want to talk about fertilizers, and most people I would assume have St. Augustine, but there are a lot of other grasses out there, so you got to be careful what you put out.
Yeah, some people have mixtures of Bermuda and St. Augustine in their yards, like I do. I throw Bermuda seed out too, so you got to be careful which fertilizers you're going to use, especially if you're going to go weed and feed. Okay, we two of the popular lines that we carry are the Nitrophos lines. Now this kind of aqua bag that you're looking at here, that uses a weed killer called Trimac. Okay, it's a systemic type of killer. Okay, that actually works from the root up. Okay, the good part about that is its duration lasts about 2 to 3 months, and when it's killing through all those processes. And that's a really good, if you've got Bermuda, that's what you want to use. If you got St. Augustine, go to this dark blue bag. Okay, this is a southern weed and feed. Okay, it uses atrazine, which is a very good killer. Everybody knows. A lot of people come in. Everybody wants the big killer, the big gun.
Sure.
So if you got St. Augustine in your yard and you want a good killer, weed and feed's the way to go. But there is another step that you could take before you go to your weed and feeds, and that's right over here on these.
Okay. Hey, before we walk away from here, though, everyone sees these numbers, and most people just, they confuses them probably.
Yeah.
15, 5, 10.
Yeah, it's nitrogen, and the last one is potash, and the middle is phosphates.
There you go. Does it mean anything to the homeowner? Sure.
I mean, especially if you don't have good soil drainage and you're using a high content of phosphates, phosphates will have a tendency to harden down in your soil. So that's why a lot of people will use lime and different stuff to break up and get the pH balance back.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And what do we want to talk about here?
Pre-emergence. Okay, this is kind of like I call it kind of like a little bit of a sterilizer. Okay, there's a lot of seeds still laying in your yard and they're planning to germinate. Okay, this will help.
The weeds are about to pop up.
Yeah, this will help a lot of those seeds from germinating again, and so it helps control, and not you have to go to the weed and feeds, and everybody's trying to kill all their weeds, and it's not killing it because they got so many, and it's a chore. So you really got to take these same steps every year. Put a pre-emergent down, put a fertilizer down, put a weed killer down. Use your fall stuff, your fall fertilizers. And then when you come back into the spring, you're going to find if you keep that cycle going, you're going to have less and less weed issues every year. So It's a good thing to do, and we've got a little process. If you come into the store, the Nitrophos provides for us, and it'll show you exactly the steps to do. What do you put down in February? What do you put down in March? What do you put down in May and June? After you get into May and June, you really don't want to use weed and feeds because it'll start burning your grass.
Burning your grass. And of course, I think most people's biggest problem is they think it's a once-a-year deal, and to get rid of those weeds for good, you've got to do the 4-step or 5-step process.
Yeah, you really got to work it, and we're going to have so much product in all our stores, in Lumberton, in Vidor, in here, tons of trucks coming in, loaded down with all the products, of course, and a lot of fun stuff too. The canopies, the lawn chairs, and all that good stuff for summer when you get out and have a good time on the patio. So we're going to be ready for you. Come on in, start getting ready. We've got a lot of good people. Johnny's here, Eric, both these people are master gardeners.
Gotcha.
Ask them any question you want. And we also, if you got weeds that you want to bring in, you don't know what they are, bring those in. We'll identify them for you. We'll tell you what to put on it to kill them.
There you go, Frank at M&D Supply here in Beaumont. Of course, again, if you have any of those questions, this didn't give you enough information, come on in and they'll help you out and pick that right fertilizer for your yard.